Welcome to How To, a Quality Digest series for quality control and quality assurance specialists who need quick instruction on how to get something done. In this episode, we're going to talk about communicating quality status. We don't do our jobs in a vacuum, and communicating vital data is critical to ensuring that everyone has the information they need. Here to explain the importance of communication and how to address some of the issues is Derek Benson of PQ Systems. Okay, Derek, so what are a few recommendations for improving communication of quality status to the rest of your team?
Yeah, good question, Dirk. And what we have found is that some of the best quality departments out there are the ones that communicate effectively. And that's communicating internally with other members of the quality department. That's also communicating with customers and other members of different departments within the organization. Now, communication, it goes without saying that it's a critical part of a successful production process. It's especially critical when you have produced a part and it has been found to be out of control or out of spec, not meeting those customer requirements. Questions arise like, what are we going to do about it? Who needs to be notified? Having a solution in place that guides you to the answers to those two questions goes a long way to giving you peace of mind that proper procedures are being followed and that a proper response is being made. That response, we find, is a two-part process. The first part is making sure that all members that need to be notified are notified about what's going on. A feature like alerting in SQ-CPAC can send emails and text messages in real time with data included to let you know, hey, something's gone on in our process. It's time to give it some of your attention. The second part of that process is responding. Having a procedure in place to be followed when a out-of-spec condition has been found.
Okay, so you're saying that getting this information in front of people is actually going to be the first step, probably most important step. You got to get things out in front of the people. But once the issue has been communicated, then how can this reaction, this response be documented to make sure that all team members are aware going forward of what has been done?
Yeah, good question. Regardless of what is found regarding that out-of-spec condition, some sort of important decision is going to be made. Either you're going to decide to react or not react. You may have found that there was some sort of special cause variation present, something that you don't expect to happen again. It's non-normal variation, and use that as evidence to exclude that point from analysis and from response. Otherwise, you may find that there was a serious problem in the process and you need to react to that. In either case, it's important to document absolutely everything that you do. A system like SQ-CPAC, as you can see here, allows you to put your notes or your causes or your corrective actions directly with the data point on a control chart. That way, looking back, you can see very quickly the reason for that spike on your chart. Now, why is that important? For documenting, of course, you want to make sure that you have proof that a proper procedure was followed. So that's one reason that documenting is going to help. And secondly, it communicates with other members of your team that that procedure was followed and that the work is complete. There's no additional time required of anyone to respond to that finding. Okay. Finally, and you can also see that here, you can apply an annotation which makes it even far more obvious that there was a reason for this particular condition and that the response was followed. Now, proper documentation is going a long way to keep your team, and also your customers happy and confident that you're doing a good job with your SPC system.
Okay. Well, Derek, thanks for sharing kind of the importance in some methods of communicating the quality status to your entire team.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Dirk.